Q99.7 Atlanta. I'm Jade, and I'm thrilled to welcome singer and one of the most followed digital personalities in the entire world, Dixie. Welcome back to the A Girl.
Hello.
How are you feeling today?
I feel good. Just been super busy, but I feel good.
Good. Well, we're super excited to have you. It's definitely our pleasure. Let's jump right in. We're going to talk about Psycho. First of all, I just have to acknowledge the fashion and the makeup and the details because I'm like, oh my God, you looked freaking beautiful. Seriously, the looks were stunning. I was obsessed with the red glitter lips, everything. So good.
Thank you so much. It was so much fun filming the whole thing and like being able to do some crazy makeup looks and just really brought it all together. And I loved it so much.
Most definitely. Of course, girl. Okay, so we're going to talk about, a little bit more behind the scenes with the video, working with Ruby on the song. But first, I want to ask you, how does it feel to be a part of the hitco family? And how does it feel to be under the guidance of L.A. Reid, who has birthed so many superstars and been at their side? What does that mean to you?
It's so amazing for them to believe in me, and just every day is so great, and working together and just finding out who I want to be as an artist. And they've just been so great helping me find my path.
Absolutely. Okay, so you got some Southern Louisiana roots growing up. You were a high schooler in Connecticut. When did your family, thinking back to that girl and to now, when did you start to realize, okay, guys, I'm becoming somebody, this is getting not just famous, but it's getting so overwhelming to the point that you're like, Mom and Dad, it's getting crazy out here. When did that really start to shift for you?
I think it was kind of weird because how everything happened, because we were in quarantine. Like, we did a couple things. I did 2 meet and greets, and then we went into quarantine. So I didn't really get to see anything. I didn't get to meet anyone who actually supported me. So we felt it. We saw people who followed us. We saw the amount, and it still didn't feel real because it was just like people behind a screen.
Right.
So we finally moved to LA, and then I don't know like what that one moment was, but just every time I meet someone or someone comes up to me, I'm like, me? Is that who you're talking to? Like, what? What? It's just every time I don't think I've felt that moment of, oh my gosh, like people actually are here to see me yet.
Yeah.
But
I
don't know. Like, I'm trying to think of one specific moment, but I think just over the course of all of this, it's just been, and then obviously the opportunities that I've gotten to like meet crazy people, I'm like, oh my God, no way, no, like, right. You don't want to meet me. Like, that's just so weird. So it's been odd, but I'm just excited to be doing all of this.
I love it. I love your enthusiasm. That's awesome, girl. Okay, so we're excited. You've worked with some incredible names in music like Liam Payne, Wiz Khalifa. So, you have a lot of leverage, girl. You got some power. They wouldn't want to be with you else. So how does that feel to be the people that you were growing up listening to or dancing to? And like, these people are like, we need you. We want you. How does that feel for you?
Insane. Every time one of those situations happen, I'm like, no way, like, you're lying. That's just what I say. I'm like, no, that's not true. You're lying. That's not happening. And I just do it, and I do the song or the music video, and I'm like, that just happened. But I try to take my time that I have free to sit down and like, oh my gosh, this is my life. This is so cool. And not take anything for granted, because I don't ever want to be like, oh yeah, why don't they want to work with me kind of thing. I want it to be cool, because I was sitting in my room 2 years ago, fans of these people. So I just want to make sure I'm in the right headspace when doing all this.
I love that. I love that. Okay, let's see. Okay, I've been thinking about this. As soon as I found out that I was going to be talking to you, I was so excited, because I'm like, how does it feel to be on this platform that millions of people are on? You're dominating, and now your songs, you were dancing to other people's songs. Now people are going to be dancing to your songs. Like, how are you thinking about that as you're like, oh, I'm really about to take off of this thing?
It's definitely weird. It's definitely weird to see anything I do and people like wearing it or listening to it or singing to it. That's so cool. But again, I just don't think it's hit me yet. Like, oh my gosh, that's me.
Yeah.
I think the only like when I've heard my song on the radio once, and I've just got so freaked out. I was like, oh my gosh, no, that's so weird. Like people are actually listening to this right now, and people hear that. It's just such an odd feeling, but it feels so good. And I love sharing my art. And
Yeah,
even if one person likes it, that's one person who maybe something I did something for them. And I'm just happy to be able to share it.
absolutely. Okay, so we want to know, we want some tips from the best, okay? What are some things that it takes? What does it take to have, there's so many people creating. There's so many people creating, but there's very few people like you. What does it take to make it in today's world of music, technology, entertainment? What does it really take?
I feel like a lot of people my age would be, it's a lot easier. It's different because it's easier for me to understand the internet because I've been on the internet my whole life and so has everyone around me, but it's hard to explain to people who are you trying to do business with, like, no, like I know this doesn't make sense at all, but this would work online. So just being able to explain yourself well, have just be yourself. I know that's so cliche, but literally it's not worth it to pretend to be happy. LOL. Pretend to be happy or pretend to be something you're not online. If you don't want to show your emotions online, don't post, kind of thing. Like, it's just, people like seeing real, especially now. And I think that's why TikTok blew up so much. Like we would post when our rooms are a mess, or post when like we're having a bad day, and just sharing our whole lives with the internet. That is a connection that people have never had with celebrity people online before. So us being normal kids and posting online, but also being very connected and keeping up with the trends and knowing all that stuff, it's odd, but I feel like people really enjoy that.
Absolutely. Well, we're obviously killing it. I don't have to tell you, girl. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. We're soaking it up. Okay, so let's see. Okay, let's talk a little bit about working with Ruby, your label mate. How did you guys come together for this? Were you excited to be collabing with a female rapper? Like, had you guys met previously to recording the song or being on the video, or was that y'all's first like big moment together?
So Ruby and I are both signed to Hitco, and we hung out a couple of times. She's so sweet, and I obviously one of her songs blew up on TikTok before, so I knew who she was, and she was really cool. And we were talking about maybe doing a feature on Psycho, and they kind of did it and sent it to me, and I was like, I love this. This is perfect. Like, this is the song. We're not going any other way. We were talking, because we were like, we didn't want to do a guy on it. It just wouldn't make sense. We wanted it to be like girl's perspective, girl moment. And then we did the video, and it was amazing. We worked so well together and just kind of went off each other's energies. So it was so nice working with her, and she's literally the sweetest and killing it right now.
Yes, both of you looked incredible. There was so much fierceness. Oh, definitely love it. Love that you had a girl. Okay, so real question here, right? I mean, I can't imagine what it feels like to be you truly, but with a person, I'm listening to the lyrics of Psycho, and I'm like, yeah, we definitely have had some people in relationships that will make you want to go psycho. But for somebody like you, that's a little different, because people are always watching you. People are always, observing your behavior and things that you're like, this is so normal. If anybody else did this, this would not be headlines. Why? Like, how do you deal with a breakup when you want to turn up on your man and go crazy or tweet something, just express yourself like any other kid your age would? What is give us some tips on like the revenge glow up without it being messy. How do you want to glow up on him, girl, your ex?
I mean, okay, so I kind of went through a public online breakup. We're cool. I have no problem with him. We're friends, friendly, whatever. I did go psycho and post a video of all of like the screenshots of him online, whatever, of him cheating on me. I think it's a joke. I literally got over it like really fast, like the whole breakup, because I don't go over things. I get over things very easily, but he kept poking at me. It was like, you know what? F this. I'm going to do whatever. And I went psycho for a minute. I thought it was really funny. I kind of thought he would think it's funny too, because we were more like friends than ever dating. But I did go psycho, and I do feel some regret of posting all that online, because a breakup should be between two people and not the whole internet. So I do have those moments where I'm like, oh, I wish I didn't do that. But I think now we can look back at it and just like laugh and whatever. But I do feel bad sometimes because I like wish I didn't cause hate to the person, because we were just so stupid and young, and that just sucks, like having everything online. Because when I would go through a normal breakup or like a breakup before this, my last breakup before social media, we broke up and we were fine. We talked for a little bit after and we were chill. Like I've never seen him since, but we're still friendly and like see each other online and there's no big deal. But when there's a lot of people's opinions on it, people feel the need to know what's going on, what happened, and you feel the need to explain yourself. So I get it. But yeah, I did go psycho.
Hey, that's okay. It's human nature. It's normal. It's definitely just different for a girl like you who has millions of people watching. That's all right. Okay, let's see, love. Okay, you got so many talents. You've got an incredible platform. You have so many other things going for yourself. What is your plan on the World Takeover? And and what's your plan on just letting people in on the real Dixie more and more?
Well, we have our docuseries coming out in a couple days, September 3rd, and that will really bring people deep into our lives. I'm so excited for people to see it. I think it's going to be great. And I feel like people need to remember that we're not bringing up old stuff when it's happening. A lot of this stuff was filmed a long time ago. So I'm like, oh my gosh, people are going to think I'm stuck on that, or I'm still talking about this. This was filmed months and months and months ago, but I'm excited for people to see it. People, I mean, I think just knowing our reactions to things or just how we feel during the day and really see us at a low point in our lives, because during the filming, we were just all a mess, honestly. So it's going to be nice for people to see our growth from then to now and how much happier we are and how we just want to keep going. And we're not going to let words take us down, because the people who love us are so much more important than the people who hate us.
Absolutely. How was that just working with your family? Like, that's got to be freaking awesome. I'm just like, for all of those of you that are listening and watching right now, you got to check it out. It's going to be coming on Hulu very soon, the Demilio Show. So what was that like working with your whole fam? Were you nervous? Are you nervous about like having your, just your, anything that your siblings or your parents might say, just out of protection and out of love? Or are you like, no, I'm ready, I'm happy to do it with them?
I think we're all really excited. I think, being able to spend that time with our family was also really nice, because we are, even though we literally live 10 minutes away from each other, we are working a lot and we don't always get to share moments together. So being able to work together for the show has just been so great. And I think we're all ready to share our lives, because you can film a TikTok, film a YouTube video and try to share a lot about your life, but it's different from when the phone goes down, what happens? Right. And I'm excited for people to see that.
I love that. Well, we're looking forward to it in ATL. Anybody and everybody who is watching and listening right now, make sure you tune into the Jade and Mo Show this evening, because we are so excited to play Dixie's new song that came out this month, Psycho, featuring Ruby Rose. Don't miss out. All right, my love. It was so great to meet you. You're a sweetheart. You got an amazing head on your shoulders. You're going to have so much fun doing everything you want. You're literally the pioneer of a whole new generation, and you know that.
Thank you.
And so that's amazing. Much. Just continue to educate your peers. Y'all are teaching everybody. So awesome. So great to meet you, baby.
Thank you so much. It was so nice to meet you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.